Fine.
Sorry,
Because I was particularly told that
क्योंकि
your
इसका टाइम
tickets were not
कॉन्स्टेंट है, हमारे पास
provided.
एक ही दिन है और 5 राज्य और अभी बाकी है इनका प्रेजेंटेशन, तो सर प्लीज स्टार्ट करें.
Thank you. Honorable Professor Amiyar Rath, the advisor of NAAC, Dr. Ruchi Tripathi, Dr. Nilesh Pandey, assistant advisor of NAAC, and all the delegates, those who are representing their particular states in this eastern region NAAC meeting. My colleague and my senior, Dr. R.N. Singh from Chhattisgarh. I, G.A. Ghanshyam, OSD, Directorate of Higher Education, looking after state level quality assurance cell, welcome you to the presentation of Chhattisgarh. Indeed, it's a known fact that Chhattisgarh has been represented, and as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned, and the perceptions that the people carry it is like Chhattisgarh is a backward state. It's the highly Naxal affected state, and education has not been given any importance in Chhattisgarh. So that's the common perception each and everyone carries as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned. So whenever someone visits Chhattisgarh, they do ask, is this area a Naxalite area? Do they come? Do they have some kind of activity with us? So all these questions are being brought to you now in a very positive framework. I'm not going to talk anything negative, because negative is always horizontal, and a person, when he stands in front of the horizontal, he makes it positive, because the positive is perpendicular and negative is just horizontal. So we are trying to make everything positive, everything in a very affirmative note. So having said that, this is beautiful Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh is not only known for its culture, its diversity, its natural resources, it's also the cradle of human race. It's also known for the bell metal, and this bell metal is very famous in throughout Bastar if you go, and if you come to Chhattisgarh, people will present you in the form of a gift made up of bell metal. And even Chhattisgarh is also known as the bowl of rice. We have 20,000 varieties of rice. So how can this state be a backward state which is having 20,000 varieties of rice? And how can this state be backward when the tribes and the people and the heritage, flora, fauna, everything is of full bounty? So when you see Chhattisgarh and when you come to Chhattisgarh, you will see that Chhattisgarh is not a backward state. Though it has taken a back step, and even a lion, when it wants to go for example, if it wants to attack, it takes 4 steps back. We have taken 4 steps back, then we have jumped forward, and that's why now we are leading the entire states in the form of accreditation process. And if you see, this is the Chitrakoot waterfall, which is a beautiful answer of India to the Niagara waterfall. And the second one, this is the first open air theatre of the world, which is known as Ramgarh, where Kalidas has written Meghdutam. So Chhattisgarh has another resource. The third one is the Boramdev temple, which is the answer to the Khajuraho temple of Madhya Pradesh, and Dolkal Ganesh is highly situated in the tribal area, and you need to trek at least 10 kilometers to reach this. And this statue is a magnificent statue of Lord Ganesha. So with having said all these things about Chhattisgarh, our journey towards quality. I would like to quote Robert Frost, who has said in Road Not Taken, I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, 2 roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. So the Department of Higher Education Chhattisgarh has taken a road which others haven't taken. We haven't walked on the road which only few people have taken, but we have walked on the road which has been created by ourselves, which we made on our own efforts. So with that road, the road has been taken for quality assessment and accreditation. So with this quality, we have till today 33 districts in Chhattisgarh, and all these districts in Chhattisgarh are not only prosperous, but they are full of natural resources, they are full of ecological resources, they are full of human resources, and with all these we have 5 divisions in Chhattisgarh. The divisions in Chhattisgarh are Sarguja, Bilaspur, Durg, Raipur and Bastar. So these are the divisional headquarters of Chhattisgarh. So what we have done in higher education, we have taken these divisions as the nodal centers for our A and A process. We have taken the colleges of these areas, one college which is the lead college as the nodal college to go for accreditation process. And having said that, we have taken these HEIs. If you see Sarguja has 50 HEIs, and out of which eligible HEIs are 40. And in Bilaspur we have 66 HEIs, government HEIs, eligible are 51 as far as NAAC guidelines are concerned. If we come to Durg, we have eligible government HEIs are 67 and eligible are 56. Total HEIs in Raipur are 58 and eligible are 40. In Bastar we have 38 and eligible are 26. These eligibles are 5 years standing with AISHE, and also they have an affiliation with the university. So other colleges, they are not competing as far as these colleges are concerned because they are not eligible to go for accreditation process. So with all these eligible colleges, we have total number of government higher educational institutions 279, and the eligible government higher education institutions are 211. So 68 government higher education institutions are not eligible for A and A process. Now, the rural and the urban areas of Chhattisgarh. If you see the rural and urban areas of Chhattisgarh, 69% of the area of Chhattisgarh is rural and 31% of the area is urban area. So with these 69% rural areas, we are proceeding for quality and quantity. And with this, if you see the figure, 279 are the total colleges we have, and out of total colleges, 108 colleges are in the tribal areas. And those tribal areas wherein you won't believe, even no network, it is being there. And the higher education institutions, they feel a great deal of difficulty even in filing the IAQA, even in submitting the SSR, even going for the DBB, and they are doing lot many things as far as the colleges are concerned. And if you see the complete scenario of Chhattisgarh, you will find 108 colleges are situated in those areas wherein the people will not even try to go there. You cannot even walk after 5 or 5:30 because they say the Maoists will come. So how the colleges are going to function in those areas where the Naxalites are highly dominating? If you see Bastar, if you see some of the areas of Sarguja, all these areas are highly dominated by the Naxal movement. And then out of these, 97 colleges are situated in the rural areas and only 74 colleges are in the urban areas. So having said that, with these figures, we started towards our journey. I never say destination because there is no destination. We all are in the journey of quality, and quality never comes to an end. It goes on and on and on. With that, we have these states like higher education as an overview is concerned. We have 9 government universities. We have 15 private universities which is being covered by the government of higher education, and then government universities we have 279 government colleges and 271 private colleges, and we have 1 central university. So with that, we can say that these government colleges and private colleges are being taken care by the government of higher education Chhattisgarh, and these 2 are being taken care by the state universities. And now accreditation, which has been made mandatory by the UGC with this particular order. So with that particular order, we started telling all the institutions of higher education that we need to go for NAAC. We only said one thing: tear the fear of NAAC and make NAAC the deer. So tearing the fear is more important, and making NAAC the deer is also more important. Because if you see the entire SSR, you will find there are lot many quality initiatives each and every institution can take. It's not mandatory for the institutions to be in the urban areas, but even in the rural areas, even in the remotest areas of the tribal, there too the quality can be taken up. Incubation centers can take up, the startup can be taken up there. So only one thing which is required is not the aptitude which is required, but only the attitude is required. And if the attitude is there, then everything is possible, my dear. So that's why attitude is the most important thing with which we started working. If you see the state level quality assurance cells functioning, you will find education minister there on the top, and then comes the secretary higher education, then commissioner higher education. We have additional directors in all the 5 divisions, and then we have officer on special duty who is known as OSD in the Directorate of Higher Education. So all these additional directors, they are placed at the divisional headquarters, and they are not only operating as additional directors, but at the same time they are the principals of one particular college. As far as functioning of SLQSC is concerned, the officer on special duty is there as the functional one, and then the entire thing goes on to the additional directors, then to the principals. We have lead college concept also. In every district of Chhattisgarh, 33 districts, we have one college nominated as lead college, and that lead college caters to other colleges of the district. So we have one lead college, means 33. We have lead colleges, we have 5 divisions, and we have 279 government colleges. And then principals of all eligible colleges, and then coordinators of IQAC of all the eligible colleges. Now, what are the initiatives that we have taken to make NAAC mandatory for all the HEIs? We have conducted state level quality assurance. With the help of state level quality assurance cell, we have conducted state level division wise webinar. This division wise webinar was conducted for each and every division. When the entire world was locked completely during Corona, we said Corona. We only said Corona because we wanted to say only one thing. I would like to quote Dushyant, wherein he said, हंगामा खड़ा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं, पर ये सूरत बदलनी चाहिए. मेरे सीने में न सही, तेरे सीने में ही सही, हो कहीं भी आग, आग जलनी चाहिए. So we wanted to lift the lamp. We wanted to make the higher education institutions understand what quality is and how to go about of it. And we even said to them, see, we are not here only to lit the lamp, but we are here that you can have a wing to the lamp, you can have a wing to the Agni or the Jwala or even the arc, so that your institution can fly high in the air, because we are in the country where APJ Abdul Kalam has taken birth and he has written wings of fire. So we were only lighting the fire, but the wings has to be provided by the HEIs, which they did. So with that, Higher Education Secretary and Higher Education Commissioner, they have taken the meeting in their chairmanship for all the principals and IQAC coordinators of all the colleges division wise on 7 criteria and readiness for NAAC accreditation. So this was not one day process, this was a continuous process. For the last 1.5 years, we have conducted so many webinars on different aspects. Not only on criteria, we have conducted these webinars on qualitative matrix, quantitative matrix, DVV clarification, how to go about DVV and how to fill IAQA, how to prepare the website, what are the points to be there in the website, and how the students are to be targeted, how the faculty members are to be made aware of NAAC awareness. So everything was done by using either Google Meet or MS Teams or whatever resources, even Zoom we have used it, and with the help of that we could come to this, that tear the fear, make NAAC the dear. This is the coin word which we have used in all the HAs of Chhattisgarh. So this is the punchline, tear the fear. How to tear the fear? So we only said, if you take out T out of it, what remains is ear. If you take out F out of fear, what remains is ear. Lend your ears to us so that you can understand the process of accreditation. And once you lend your ears to us, definitely if it will appeal, it will go to the brain. And if it appeals more, it will definitely go to the heart. And we wanted NAAC to be taken not with the help of the mind, but with the help of the heart. And that's why we have made it mandatory for all the higher education institutions to go for NAAC. So we have organized criteria-wise webinars, and then help desk was established in all the higher education institutions wherein they are eligible for A&A process. So anyone who comes there will have all the information related to the metrics, related to the qualitative, related to the quantitative, related to DVV, related to criteria. Everything was there in the help desk. And then the facilitation and motivation was done by SLQAC, State Level Quality Assurance Cell, and under the guidance of SLQAC, all these institutions, they started performing. And then we organized monthly meeting for all these eligible colleges. So whatever their queries were there, all those queries were brought in front of the meeting, and in the meeting the experts were there, SLQAC was there, secretary was there, the commissioner was there, and even for all the difficulties as far as functioning of the institution is concerned, secretary and commissioner, they have taken active steps for that. And with the help of that, with the help of motivation, with the help of guidance, and with the help of suggestion, and with the help of hand holding, I would say with the help of heart holding, we achieved this kind of a success. And we made mentor and mentee. This was the concept that we started. We had only 36, in the introduction I told, we had only 36 accredited colleges in Chhattisgarh. We made all the accredited colleges as mentors, and 96 were taken for a year as mentee. So these mentees were going for the first time as far as A&A process is concerned. And then SLQAC was regularly monitoring this. We made it mandatory for all the HEIs. Even they are mentee or mentor, the mentor must visit the mentee and mentee must visit the mentor. So this was a continuous process. Like Agrawal Sahab has said, we must learn from each other. So we wanted the mentor and mentee to learn from each other. And everything was monitored by SLQAC. Even if the mentee is not going to the mentor, we ask them, why are you not going? What made you not to go? If the mentor is not going to the mentee, then we have also asked them. And then we made them accountable for that. And if someone is not working, we issued some of the letters also on behalf of the Directorate of Higher Education that disciplinary action shall be taken against you if you don't do these things. Because that kind of a thing has to be created. Otherwise, nobody is going to work. Because this corona in the last 2 years has made us not to work, even work from home or not to work is a choice of everyone. So with that, we went on to the 3-tier committees. The Higher Education Minister has taken a meeting in the Higher Education Council, and he said there has to be a 3-tier committee. The first tier committee will be the state level committee headed by the additional director, and then university level committee will be there headed by the registrar for the private colleges, and then the district level committee will be headed by the principal of the lead college. So now the areas are being bifurcated. The private universities will be taken care by the state universities. The state level committee, as far as additional director is concerned, will take the entire entire prospect into the focus, and they will be monitoring the things. And district level committee, the principal will see into all the higher education institutions, how are they managing and whether they are going for the accreditation process or not. Now, action taken by SLQAC. SLQAC has organized various workshops on SSR preparation. We have not only organized workshops for the criterias, but now we have organized workshops for SSR. How to write an SSR, how to write the qualitative matrix. Quantitative you can have, but how to go about qualitative, how to write in 100 words, how to write in 500 words, and that's what has been practiced, how to write a précis. That's the most important thing. So, having said that, if this much of information is there, how to concise it in 500 words, how to concise it in 100 words, that was taken. And then after the preparation of SSR, the SSR was sent to state level SSR committee. We have a state level SSR committee. On every criteria, we have 2 experts. We have 7 criteria, 14 experts. So whichever institutions write the SSR, they send it to SLQAC. Then SLQAC sends it to the state level SSR committee, and the state level SSR committee reviews it with its input. It once again sends it back to the SLQAC with the inputs. SLQAC sends with the input to the HEIs, and HEIs take the active measures on that, and then they submit the SSR. And after they submit the SSR, then we conduct the mock visit. Mock visit is equal to the peer team visit. I'll show you later how we conduct the mock visit of this peer team. And now innovative steps taken. Workshops, we have organized workshops on SSR preparation and DVB clarification also. Not only SSR on workshop, but after submitting the SSR, just on the same day you will have SSS, Student Satisfaction Survey. And after 2 or 3 or 5 days, the DVB is also initiated. And when the DVB comes, the higher education institutions, they need help. They need a hand holding. They need the people to address those issues. So we were doing DVB workshops also, and then after DVB, we have asked the principals and the IQAC coordinators to come to the state level, and we conduct the workshop on presentation skills. How to present the college in front of the peer team. 45 minutes is given to the principal to present in front of the peer team. So in 45 minutes, how are you going to present your higher education institution in front of the peer team? So we have given workshops on that, and then we called the IQAC coordinators how to give the presentation of IQAC, and then even the departmental presentation. For all these, we have conducted workshops which is known as presentation skills workshop, because we all know that skill, if we do not have skill, take out S, what remains is kill. So presentation must have a skill, without which it will completely kill, because 45 minutes presentation will make the peer team to understand the entire thing about the institution. So in Hindi we always say, वही presentation महाविद्यालय की दशा और दिशा दोनों तय करता है. So that dasha and disha both are to be taken together, and then the SSR review is being conducted. HAs, they prepare the SSR, and then it is being sent to SLQAC, and then state level quality, it reviews it, and then the coordinator, he completely prepares the report. The coordinator sends the report to SLQAC, and then the SLQAC sends the report to higher education institutions to submit in the NAAC portal. And then before the peer team comes, we conduct mock test or mock visit to the institutions 10 to 15 days before the peer team visit. Once we get the dates from the HAIs, we prepare a team in the state level, and then we send the team to those areas, those colleges, and then this mock team is being guided and is being managed by the Commissioner Higher Education, and even we prepare a schedule of it, and then the mock visit is being conducted in the HAIs, and these mock visit team, they submit a report to SLQAC, and those reports will be sent to the HAIs. Whatever shortcomings are there, whatever, for example, weaknesses are there, how to be taken care of all those things, so that the HAs can take care of all those things before the peer team visit. And everything is being managed by SLQAC. Yesterday only the mock visit was conducted, and today I got the report that this is the report, and every higher education is made mandatory to send the report every day by 5 o'clock, and the colleges are sending it. Then government colleges at a glance. If you see, there are 279 colleges, 211 government colleges which are eligible. 152 colleges have been accredited by NAAC till today. Yesterday we got one result. So now it is 152 colleges accredited, and 59 colleges are in the process. All the colleges have filled IIQA. I am talking about the state which is known as a tribal state. I am talking about the state which is known as a backward state. I am talking about the state which is known as a Maoist state. I am talking about the state which has not been given any importance in the entire country. I am representing that state with these numbers. And now if you come to 279 colleges, you will find 68 colleges are not eligible and 211 colleges are eligible, and out of 211 colleges you will find 102 are accredited and 59 are in the process of accreditation. So NAAC must feel that it's not only hand holding but it's heart holding that we are doing, and that's why we got this kind of a result. This kind of a result cannot be taken or cannot be even put forth in front of you without having the heart in it. When you feel the heart in it, when you make the heart to work, then definitely the mind is going to collaborate with the heart. So we did that. If you see the government colleges in the present scenario, 279 colleges, 211 eligible and 152 are the accredited colleges. And if you see the scenario here, up to 217, only 37 were accredited, 218, 7 accredited, 19, 5, 22, 21, 12 and 22 till date. It's 90 government colleges have been accredited. And by the end of December, it will reach up to 110 because we have received the dates of peer team visit of 20 colleges. So 90 plus 20 is equal to 110. By the end of 2022, in 1 year, we have accredited 110 colleges, which is a dream we never thought of, which is a dream which has come true for us. With that, this is the grade analysis. If you see the grade analysis, we have one college A+, the principal of the A+ college is sitting here, Dr. R.N. Singh. We have B+, double plus, 8 colleges, B+, 12 colleges, B 82 colleges, and C 49 colleges. Having said that, these colleges, they do not have even teachers, only 2 regular teachers are there. 8 are the teachers, those who are guest faculty. We got B grade in one college where all of them are guest faculties. But we went for NAAC. We went for accreditation process. We never looked back. We said, no, this is not the thing is going to pull you back. But we need to understand one thing, why are we going and what are we going to get out of it? The amount of confidence that the institutions are getting after being accredited, the way they are smiling, the way their faces are shining, if you see them, you will try to understand, and you will also understand, and you will be happy to know that all of them are filled with such a kind of a zeal that they are going to other colleges to help them and to motivate them. So that's happening as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned. So that's why this is the scenario of the grading. Now, state universities and private universities. If I come to the state universities, there are 9 state universities, out of which 3 are accredited and 6 are not accredited. And private colleges 271, accredited only 23, not accredited 248. In the first phase, we have gone only to the government colleges. Because all the private colleges will say, sir, you are not doing anything for the government colleges, then you are riding on us because we are being the private colleges. So that's why we made a policy. Let's target the government colleges first. And once we achieve the pinnacle, then definitely we are going to target the private colleges. Now our aim, phase 2, is towards the private colleges. Because already we have achieved what we wanted to achieve, more than that we have achieved. And we are going to make all these government colleges accredited by NAAC, and I am sure by February 2022, all the higher education institutions, government institutions of Chhattisgarh will be accredited by NAAC. And now we are targeting on the private colleges. With that, this is the presentation skill workshop with the commissioner we do organize. We call the commissioner also. Let the commissioner comes, let the secretary comes, and let the commissioner sit there, and she can address to various problems of the higher education institutions, because higher education institutions are being situated far away in the tribal areas. So the problems which they are facing, the problems that they are encountering every day, all those need to be addressed. So we conducted the workshop on presentation skills of the principal, presentation skills of IQAC, how the departmental presentation has to be made, what are the things which are to be taken care of. When sir was talking about slow learner and advanced learner, we only talk about the slow learners on the basis of intelligent quotient, IQ, getting the marks. But where is the EQ, emotional quotient? Where is the SQ, social quotient? Where is the spiritual quotient? Where is the psychological quotient? Is it necessary for everyone to evaluate the student on the basis of the marks he obtained in the test? If I am unable to write, means I am a slow learner. If I am unable to express, means I am a slow learner, whereas I am not. So the valuation criteria has to be fixed. The valuation criteria must go with all these emotional intelligent quotients. So with the help of that, we can reach the students. So that was made aware to these principles. And then as far as cross-cutting issues, how to make the courses on the basis of cross-cutting issues, we have made mandatory for all the higher education institutions to open value-added course. And the value-added courses will be passed by the IQAC with the complete detail of this value-added course, who is going to take which kind of a period, and how many credits of that is there, how many days it will take, and what will be the nature of the certificate, who is going to sign the certificate. And then we made it mandatory not to open many value-added courses, only few value-added courses could be there, but maximum number of participation has to be there. The stakeholders are to be there in the maximum, not the value-added courses must be there in the maximum. So we made it mandatory for that. And then in the presentation skills, we have organized this. And also, like 10 commandments, we have issued 25 commandments to the higher education institutions. How to open value-added course, how to identify slow learner, advanced learner, how to go about presentation skills, how to manage the human resource, how to make the staff aware of that, how to make the students aware of NAAC policy and what is NAAC and how to go about NAAC. Everything is being managed in that way. And then this is mock visit. If you see the mock visit, if you see here, everything is being managed like the peer team visit. We even see every records of IQAC. We even see every file, every register which has been made by various cells. For 45 minutes, we look into the presentation of the principal. We make it mandatory for all the principals to present in their own chamber, not in the ICT room. Then we go to the ICT room for IQAC presentation and departmental presentation. And after departmental presentation, we visit the departments. We even go to various facilities which have been provided to the students to see to it, so that we can tell them, we can suggest them, we can make them aware of the fact that these shortcomings must be taken care of, so that you can attain good marks. Because the peer team, even today, having 30% marks, they are carrying 140 marks in their hand. And I always say, when we take birth, we always close our fist like this, but when we go out of the world, we always open our fist. So peer team is coming with the closed fist. So it's your efficiency. How are you going to open the fist like this? Out of 140 marks, how are you getting the maximum number of marks so that your grade could be upgraded in that way? So this is one mock visit. This is another mock visit. Here you can see the principal is presenting here and how the presentation has to be done. So everything is being guided with the help of SLPC. Even you can see Professor R.N. Singh is here. We even conduct the exit meeting also. It is just like the peer team visit. So it's entirely a different kind of an initiative which has been started by Chhattisgarh. Even the peer team members, they appreciated it, and I am sure none of the states in India might have conducted this kind of a visit, of mock visit, prior to the peer team visit. If you see this, this is our schedule. If you see, the schedule starts at 9:15, arrival of the mock team, and then in principal chambers, and we make it mandatory at the chamber of the principal, 9:30 to 10:15, and then presentation of IQAC in the presence of all the members of IQAC. External member and internal members. We don't say only internal members must be there, but the external members must be there. The stakeholders must be there, industrialists must be there, student representative must be there, alumni must be there, even the Jan Bhagidari Samiti's member, they must be there. So this is the second one. Then meeting with the heads of the department, visit to the departments, then meeting with the JVS alumni parents, what NAAC does, then lunch, then visit to various facilities, then visit to the office to check the records, verification of records, cultural program, exit meeting. And even in the instruction, if you see, we have written the mock team visit has to be conducted equal to the peer team visit. 100% in the same way. Everything has to be done in the same way. This is what we have made them mandatory, because this is a kind of a rehearsal for the final examination of peer team. So let them go by this particular thing. So with the help of that, this is another workshop which we have organized with the universities for the private colleges. We are not only targeting the government colleges, but we have started targeting the private colleges also. With the help of these government universities, we are targeting the private colleges, and we started this. We have organized various workshops in all the 7 universities of Chhattisgarh with this NAAC preparation. This is another university wherein we have taken the one-day workshop on awareness towards NAAC. And this is the 3rd university, Ravi Shankar Shukla University, Raipur, where we have conducted this kind of an awareness program. And we are not only targeting the private and the government universities, but we are collaborating also. Because we always believe the water which you are drinking is a collaboration, cooperation and coordination of hydrogen and oxygen. So that's why here also collaboration is very important. That's what NAAC says. Collaboration has to be there, cooperation has to be there, coordination has to be there. So if we want all that, then we have organized this. We have organized this workshop wherein Dr. Inda was there. This program was organized with the help of the Central University of Chhattisgarh, Guru Ghasidas Central University. So with Guru Ghasidas University, we have collaborated with them, means the Higher Education Department and Guru Ghasidas Central University, both of them, they have collaborated for the workshop on NAAC awareness for the private and government colleges. So now collaborative efforts are being started by the Higher Education Department. With that, this is not only we are targeting up to NAAC, but even we are targeting post-accreditation process. We visit the colleges. We visit all the colleges to see what kind of a grade they have got. What is the CGPA? What is the recommendation of the peer team? And every criteria, the matrix-wise criteria which is being given to them, how much they have scored and where they lag and what are their shortcomings, what is the weakness, we address to all those issues with the staff members, and we tell them these are the things. So you need to prepare 2 kinds of plan. One is short term another one is long term. So short term and long term has to be prepared. Now we are asking all the higher education institutions to prepare their IDP, institutional development plan, so that every institution can understand what is their SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity and challenges. And this is another post accreditation, wherein even the members of the Jan Bhagidari Samiti, they were also there. They wanted to understand where and how come we have lacked this. If we wanted to get B++, we got B+, and what are the areas and which are the areas wherein we want to work in the another 5 years. So we started this also. So our goal was not only for accreditation, our goal was even beyond accreditation. How to score more marks, how to score good grades in the next accreditation, maybe in the second cycle, maybe in the third cycle, maybe in the fourth cycle. So we have taken all these initiatives with the help of state level quality assurance cell, with the help of all the HEIs. So I must not thank the Department of Higher Education for this, but I must thank all the higher education institutions, including the principal and the entire staff, that they have taken this kind of an initiative. And I always say, NAAC is from P to P. P means principal, P means professor, and P means PN. So PN is also very important. The professors are also important. The principal is also important. So that's why it's a process of PPP. It's not public-private partnership, but it's principal, professor and the PN. The PN is also very important in the process of NAAC. So everything is being done with the help of that, and that's why this is one-to-one meeting with the Commissioner Higher Education of all the private colleges of Raipur. So we started doing it for the private colleges, one-to-one meeting. Even we have called the registrars of the private university also, that you must be there with the plan of action.
What is the role of commissioner here?
Commissioner is everything, because we...
Whether your principal is coming under the principal and they are releasing the salary, how they can command the commissioner? What is the role here?
See, all the private institutions, all the private colleges...
Why I am asking this thing? Because the autonomy or diverting towards this commissioner and all those things?
No, sir, I tell you. The colleges, the private colleges, they get the recognition from the Department of Higher Education. So Department of Higher Education
No, I am
holds...
asking the role of commissioner, not as
Commissioner's role is to...
Commissioner's role is to give the instructions.
Because they are, how the commissioner can put the pressure on
Because there
Sir,
she is in the
sir,
regulatory part. She is in the regulation.
Department of Higher
That is
Education
why she is
caters to
giving.
all the higher education institutions. If they are private, if they are government, that doesn't matter.
That is right.
Yes.
But you are holding with the meeting with the commissioner with the private institutions. That is hampering me. Not because of you are forcing like a administrator, like you are dictating the terms, which is not good for the society of the institutions.
We are not dictating, but we are making them aware.
What I am saying, I am very thankful that you are giving very lucrative the lectures and what you are the things you are presenting very nice way. But see the autonomy also.
Like a poetry.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, it's not.
Listen me.
Yeah, tell me.
We are here. The NAAC is giving a presentation and then administering is a different thing. But you have to see that autonomy also. You should not dictate like like a district magistrate that you have to do, you have to force all these things.
Sir,
I got your
may
point.
may
I got your
add?
point.
Sir, may I
I
add?
got your point. Can I submit?
I request to all the respective participants,
So,
let them finish the presentation.
No, madam, there is one more presentation before lunchtime, so he can round up.
Yeah.
Yes, I am coming to the end.
Yeah.
It's almost the end.
If little bit 5 minutes here and there, I think we add need not to tell like that. Let them complete the presentation, then you have any query.
Yeah, my humble submission is not we are directing any of the
Yeah,
institutions, but just we are suggesting them, we are making them aware
You
of the
can
accreditation
also think
process.
about the other way.
Yes.
What is the optimism way?
Yeah.
No, I will come to his defense in the sense that only works.
I tell you, sir, I tell you, we had only 32 institutions. If we haven't have this kind of a directive, we couldn't have reached the tone of 152. So that's why we are saying this. We are making them aware of the fact. Though it will be a directive, though it will be a killing of the autonomy, that doesn't matter. But what matters is when the student is taking the admission in that college, then the college must go for quality accreditation. That's it.
Sir, please continue.
And This is one Rabindranath Tagore's very famous poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear. I have altered this. Where the mind is without fear and the NAAC is held high, where knowledge is free, where HAs have been motivated and facilitated by SLQSC through handholding, into that Chhattisgarh state, my father, let triumph prevails. So I am just requesting the God that the triumph must prevail in Chhattisgarh where the mind is without fear. So we have removed the fear of NAAC from the minds of higher education institutions by doing this. And then with one, I started with Robert Frost, I'll end with Robert Frost. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep, because our second phase is on with the private institutions. And then if we reach that destination, then we can say Garbo Nawa Chhattisgarh means we are going to build a new Chhattisgarh with the accreditation process. So this is the key word, this is the punch word of Chhattisgarh government, Garbo Nawa Chhattisgarh. With that, gratitude and thanks for giving me the opportunity. Thank you very much.
So I have a question. You told that in 2022 it rose to 90. So what was the one major factor that led 90 institutions to get accredited?
Not only we motivated them, not only we did a kind of a hand-holding, but we reached the nook and corners of the college. I traveled to those Naxal areas wherein...
Is it possible to go to every college?
We have a team. We have a team. Even the additional directors were made, even the nodal colleges were made, even the district level colleges were made to go to those areas. And then we started conducting the webinars also. With the help of those webinars, then with the help of monthly meeting, we started targeting each and every institutions that where did they reach. So that's the basic issue. And then wherever the problems were there, we used to go. I travel nearly 15 days in a month to all the higher education institutions, and we reached there. Even
yes, sir,
has conducted many of the mock visits also, and even before mock visit also, if the institution has achieved, for example,
comments will do wonders. You have done wonders. What I emulating, and I also think that autonomy is one aspect, but unless the bureaucracy, the higher ups so keen interest, politicians so keen interest, and all the three units, academicians, politicians and bureaucrats, if they don't come together, such wonder cannot happen.
Yes.
So that's why I said, sir, 3C has worked: collaboration, cooperation and coordination.
Very good, sir.
You can invite Professor Pani also. For
Yes, sir, definitely.
Close to
His experience also.
Yes, sir. Sir, you are coming in that, we will invite Pani sir also.
Yeah.
Because you will be there in the Central University, so I will invite Pani sir also with
I
that.
will go only to Bastard if you invite.
Definitely, sir. Do that, sir.
सर चावल खिलाइए आएंगे सर
बस्तर में मैं 3 सिस्टर शादी किए हैं।
सर का एक्सपीरियंस कर रहा है।
Definitely, sir. Already since yesterday I am discussing with him on various issues, so definitely he'll be there, so that he'll make the entire NAAC process as Pani. Very easy. I'm just saying it, you will make it very easy for us to drink like water. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I request Madam representing the
Okay, well done. Thank you.